Hello, CCF family. Welcome to Sunday Fast Track, where you ask real-life questions and we give you biblical truths. My name is Chuck Scal, and I'm from CCF Edmonton, one of our satellites in Alberta, Canada. We are here today with our speaker and missions director, Pastor Jim, to answer some of your questions. Hi, Pastor Jim.
Hi, Chuck.
Thank you for that wonderful message. And for our first question, there are many churchgoers who feel that sharing the gospel isn't their gifting. And along those lines, that mission is not their calling. Is this a valid reason not to participate in missions?
That's a really good question, and I know that it's shared by a lot of people. Let me take it in two parts. First is the people that don't know if they are witnesses. Actually, everyone is a witness. Some are good witnesses, some are not good witnesses. People that know that we are believers, they're watching our lives. So even if we don't explicitly share about who Christ is in our lives, we are impacting people for Jesus. So it's very important for us that we do that intentionally. When we have the opportunity to tell people about Jesus, we're just telling people what's happened in our lives. And I would just say, like Pastor Peter said earlier, if there's no change in your life, maybe you need to assess, am I really following Jesus or not? On the other hand, you have people that may think, well, missions, that's not really my thing. You know, God has called all of us. As Pastor Peter said in Acts 1:8, it's both and, both here in Jerusalem as well as every place else. So I would just say, look for opportunities that you would be able to participate. You may not go as a missionary. You may not even, disciple people from other countries, but you can pray. I think anybody can pray, and your prayers reach everywhere in the world. Anyone can give of their resources. Those are very important ways to participate. So I don't think it's valid to say, it's not my gifting. I think all of us have a part to play.
Thank you for that wonderful answer, Pastor Jim. So we really have a part in participating in missions. So for our next question, it seems that these days that compassion is hard to come by. Many people are dealing with a lot of problems, and there is a growing sentiment that people need to prioritize themselves first. How do we effectively share the burden need for people to go and make disciples of all nations?
One of the things that I mentioned in the Great Commission is that Jesus promises something very special to people that are obedient in making disciples. And that means reaching out to people that don't yet know Jesus. He says he will be with them. Now, of course, as believers, we know that Christ is with us. We know that he loves us and all of that. But there's something special about ministering to other people and helping them come into relationship with Christ and follow him. So I would say when we try to just take care of ourselves, actually we're missing out on God's special blessing of being able to experience his presence because we're obeying and being concerned for others. So I think it's kind of false thinking to think, well, I'll just take care of myself first, because God's special blessing is when we take care of others.
Wonderful answer. And for our last question, Pastor Jim, are Christians obligated to support missions?
We rely on the Lord to be the one to actually guide people what to invest in. Of course, we're all supposed to give of our resources to the Lord. That's why we emphasize in CCF, we believe in tithing. We believe that we should give 10% from our first fruits. But others may want to go beyond that. Get that? So we encourage people, if God has blessed them, why not bless others through giving to missions? We believe that you can't outgive God. If you give, trust me, you're not going to give more than what God can give to you. May not come back in material blessings, but he's going to bless you. So if you want to be blessed, give to beyond.
Very well. Thank you, Pastor Jim, for answering those questions. So brothers and sisters, this is the last Sunday of our Missions Month, and I hope and pray that you are all learning and, most importantly, applying the mission that we are entrusted to do, because his mission is our mission. To know more about CCF Beyond and our upcoming events, you may scan the QR code on your screens. Also, exciting things are happening this August. Next week, we continue with our series in 1 Corinthians. But wait, there's more. It's CCF's anniversary month, and we'll be celebrating, 39 years of God's faithfulness. And we have lots in store for you. So be sure to save the date, August 27. That's it for CCF Sunday Fast Rock. God bless you all, and we'll see you next week.